حركاتهم وهمومهم وعزومهم لله لا للخلق والشيطان. نعم الرفيق لطالب السبل التي تفضي إلى الخيرات والإحسان. تفضي إلى الخيرات والإحسان.
بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Another point of benefit, may Allah Azza wa Jalla accept it from us all in this blessed month of Ramadan, is for those that have applied to the university or the universities in Saudi Arabia and wish to seek knowledge. I remind you all with one thing, and that is make sure you renew your intentions of why you want to seek knowledge. That's the first point. The secondly is be sincere. When you renew your intentions, be sincere that you want to uplift that ignorance from yourself first and foremost, and to uplift it from others. But make sure your sole intention just to uplift the ignorance from yourself, and that you're doing it for the sake of Allah, to get close to Allah, so that you can attain the reward of كما قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم من سلك طريقا يلتمس فيه علما سهل الله له به طريقا إلى الجنة أو كما قال, that whoever treads the path of seeking knowledge, then Allah the Almighty will enable them and aid them in that path to attaining Jannah. And don't seek it, don't do it for any other reason. Secondly is that when you do apply, leave your trust in Allah Azza wa Jal. ومن يتوكل على الله فهو حسبه. You know, ومن يتق الله يجعل له مخرجا ويرزقه من حيث لا يحتسب. So whoever relies upon Allah the Almighty, then Allah Azza wa Jal is most sufficient for them. And whoever fears Allah the Almighty, then Allah will give them something better than that which min haythu la yahtasib, meaning from means and avenues that they would never have been able to think. So when you do that, it makes you've done the means of applying, and then you've relied on Allah Azza wa Jal. Then what do you do next after you've been sincere? First and foremost, then you make dua. When can you make dua? In the times when dua is accepted. When is the better time than the month of Ramadan? Allahu Akbar. The month of Ramadan has come, you can make dua to Allah Azza wa Jal. Because in the month of Ramadan, your dua is accepted. Why? Because it's Ramadan and you're fasting. And on Friday, and this is just a reminder, on Friday, when Friday comes in, you're going to be fasting. It's the month of Ramadan and it's the last hour. Allahu Akbar. The best day for the Muslims. And if it rains, just like it happened last week Friday, it rained. It was the last hour and you were fasting and it's Ramadan. Yani, Allahu Akbar. And if you travel, so make sure you make dua in this month of Ramadan. And why I'm saying that, because wallahi, I remember myself when I applied back in 2011, I believe, that when I applied in the month of Ramadan, it came in just before the names were released. I never stopped making dua. And alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, by the blessings and mercy of Allah Azza wa Jal, I was granted admission into the University of Medina. It was the best thing that happened to me. But I made sure that I made dua. I'll never forget that Ramadan. That Ramadan, I made dua like no tomorrow. And so if you've applied, many people say, when is the list coming out? When's the list? Forget the list coming out. Just make dua to Allah Azza wa Jal. If it's meant to be, and there's khair in it, then you would get accepted. And if you don't get accepted, then it means there's khair in it as well. Why? Because وَاللَّهُ يَعْلَمُ وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. الْخَيْرُ فِي مَا اخْتَارَهُ اللَّهُ. Allah knows and you do not know. As many of us, وَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُ شَيْئًا وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكَ وَعَسَىٰ أَن تُحِبُّ شَيْئًا وَهُوَ شَرٌ لَكَ. يعني, it could be the case. يعني, where you are from those that you hate something but it's better for you. So you could hate the fact that you didn't get accepted, but Allah knows why. Or you could like something you want to get accepted, but Allah knows that it's not good, but it's not good for you, and Allah knows. Wallahu ya'lamu wa antum la ta'lamun. Wallah, that wallahi al-azim is so true. We do not know, but Allah knows the reason why we didn't get accepted, or why we didn't get that thing, or we didn't get that thing, or whatever it may be in life. So don't be from those that starts to have sort of bad thoughts in Allah. Don't be from those that start to speculate and say why if I got accepted I would have done that. لا تقول لو لأن لو تفتح باب الشيطان أو كما قال. Don't say if or how, no, because if you're saying if and stuff, then it opens the door of shaitan to start, giving you doubts. So make dua in the month of Ramadan. And know that seeking knowledge doesn't start when you get accepted. It starts from today. Seek knowledge today. Read an ayah. Read 5 ayat. Understand the meaning. Do that, brothers and sisters. Wallahi, you're going to see the beauty of it. Enjoy Ramadan by making dua constantly. Wallahi, many of us forget. And also make sure you make dua just before you break your fast as well. When you're fasting, your dua is accepted. So try your best. And when you make dua, just quickly for those that don't know, but from the best means of making dua is you praising Allah the Almighty by His names, lofty names and attributes, sending salutations upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then you make the dua. Wassalamu alaikum.